Great looking Andy Gilbert custom cue. A lot of real material in this. Fresh out of a high-end collection, just into the inventory here at Crossroad Cues. Very good condition all the way around. This is what we call a pre-loved cue. Pre-loved. If it was pre-owned, you think of it having wear and tear all over it. When it's pre-loved, you know that they treated it with some TLC, and that's what you have here. Perfectly straight cue, no variation at the joint at all. Lot of natural inlays in this cue. I have not counted them, but there is just a whole smorgasbord, just a plethora of beautiful natural inlays. This is a natural joint, by the way. So with all the natural material, there is no overseas shipping, no exceptions, and some states are going to have restrictions as well. 3/8 10 pin. There is a little tiny, tiny mark right there on the natural joint. I guess you could say it's a nick. When I run my finger over it, I can feel it barely. There's no crack anywhere on there. I've already double checked it twice. It's just a little tiny mark right there at the top. That stuff can be real sensitive. It might have got bumped, but again, no crack at all. That would not bother me a bit, and I've already factored that into the price. I'm pricing this cue to sell. I could easily be over $4,000 on this cue with all of the material and the premium wrap, but in any event, excellent price. And again, it's just a little teeny tiny mark right there. No big deal at all. This thing plays extremely, extremely good. I love that natural flat face joint. As I go down into the forearm here, you've got a highly figured Birdseye forearm or nose. 4 very sharp ebony points. Beautiful veneer colors. I like this combination a lot. So you have natural, it looks like some type of a red or perhaps a crimson. Looks like teal or at least a light blue, like a Carolina blue. Kind of, I guess, more of a light blue. And then you have black on the outside. That particular combo, I have not seen that in a long time, and I love the way that looks. But the inlay work, these are kind of a Flor-Delis type shape, and that is abalone with natural white material. This cue was made and signed by Mr. Andy Gilbert in 2012. There is a premium double E wrap right here that separates the front and back of the cue. For most of you that know cues, a lot of people for a wrap of this quality would charge somewhere between $400 or $500. It used to be like $200 to $300. They've gone up a lot, and this is a nice one. Out of all the stuff I like about this cue, I love the wrap. I know that sounds crazy, but if you play every day like I do, you want a really good wrap that's going to give you a good grip, and that's exactly what you've got right there. The other thing about it is you can tell that it was professionally installed. I don't know that it came with the cue. It could have perhaps came with the cue because this is a really big cue for Andy Gilbert. When you factor in the natural material, that could have very well came with it, or it could have been installed. I'm not really sure, but in any event, when I'm rolling it, I'm showing you guys that there's no movement whatsoever. A lot of times when they do one of these wraps, if it's not done properly, you're going to see movement. So the other thing I like a lot about this cue, the ring work, which is natural material, white, and then you've got black. So black and white ebony, okay? I'm sorry, white with black ebony. And it is double trimmed in gold. So double gold trim, and that goes to every position on the cue. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 position. I always count the shaft as well. So 5 position ring work. And then you also have a ebony butt sleeve with, again, just a smorgasbord of inlay work. I mean, there's got to be over 50 inlays in this cue. Don't quote me because I haven't counted it, but these Flor-Delises, you've got stars, you've got diamonds. Look at that. That abalone is absolutely beautiful. That's a beautiful choice for inlays all the time. The butt weight on this beautiful Andy Gilbert is 15.1 ounces. I've just shown you guys it rolls perfectly straight. You have a 12.9 millimeter shaft and a 13 millimeter. Both of them are coming up at 3.8 ounces. Both shafts roll perfectly straight as well. Andy Gilbert. This is a really, really good catch right here. Nice little closet queen. Besides that little tiny mark on the joint, you've got just a couple of just tiny marks in the finish. You have to look real close, right there that would probably buff, but no dents, no dings. Pre-loved Andy Gilbert Q, made back in 2012 in very, very good condition with 2 shafts, natural joint, natural inlays, ready for immediate shipping at crossroadqs.com.